Yeah, they're actually, because there is no feedback on the camera. I think my display might be switched to something different than what he had upstairs. No, like I can see the mark. I can see the mark. Like you mentioned that it was showed a little while ago. And I'm not getting. And I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that's the difference between the B and C. No, but I can see the yeah. Yeah, no, just I don't see the. Remember when you showed us inside it? It had that red live thing that showed up when you hit the screen. Because I'm on. This one doesn't have that. This is the screen. I was wondering. You want me to do a little? Yeah.
Both teams seem to be ready here on pitch 2 as we start day 1 of competition at the International Canoe Polo Championships. We start this opening sprint here. We have the French team in the white kayaks and the Spanish team in the red kayaks as France takes opening possession here as we start the first half. French team setting up on the attack. These are both teams from the U21 bracket. We start group play today. Tomorrow we start with the senior teams, but today we'll have the U21 teams here as France is setting things up on attack. Slowly trying to find an opening lane here. Slides it in. That's a shot there from the French player, number 4, Grandin. The French team maintains possession here. Have a wide setup in the offensive zone here as they're looking to try and find an open shot. Almost had somebody cutting through the lane there was the French team. So they set things back up top, looking for an open shot, but active paddles from Team Spain there to deflect the pass out of bounds. Got a corner throw for the French team here as they set things up. That's number 3, Angel Garcia in the corner there. So far the French team playing a little cautious here, setting things up offensively, maintaining possession, not giving Spain anything as they work the ball inside. Looking for a shot attempt that's blocked away again. French team maintains possession and sets up for another corner throw in. Noticed early on here the French team really opening things up, trying to create lanes inside as Spain's doing a good job of clogging up the interior lanes. Action going on in there. It looks like we've got a stoppage in play. Looking at the referee here to see if there's an issue. And France maintains possession there with a shot attempt there that's blocked away by the Spanish team. France again with only 2.5 minutes gone in this first half has maintained possession the entire half, putting up another shot that's blocked away. Spain setting three or four players right in front of the net there to clog things up, and France just hasn't had a clean look at the net. Setting up from the corner again here. France working things around. And again knocked away from the Spanish team. Setting up for another corner throw in for France. That's their fourth already in this first half. You see the battling going on down low in front of that Spanish net. It's number 8, Tessa Constantindis, for the French team, trying to get position there, tying up 2 Spanish defenders. France working around the outside, and it's stolen by Spain. Spain with their real first possession here in the first half, looking to move things to the offensive zone. Almost gave up possession there as they're still working to get out of their own zone. This is Spain's first entry in the U21 tournament here for international canoe polo. Have never played in the U21 tournament, so this young team here trying to set the stage as they open the tournament against one of the higher ranked teams in France. France placed silver in both the 2014 and 2012 tournaments and had a 5th place in the last tournament play in 2016. As Spain set things up here on the outside. Similar attack approach to the French team as they look to try and work the outside and find an open lane. An errant pass there, corralled by the Spanish team. And that one does get away, and it looks like France will take possession again. Looking to have a quick breakout here, advancing the ball quickly. They have a 2-on-1 down on the other end if they can corral possession here. France puts up a shot, and that's off a Spanish paddle there, as it looks like Spain will get possession here and look to break out. But already you see 2 French players back, subbing out. It was a good back check by the French team there to get back in defensive position as Spain starts their attack. Working it around the outside again. And Spain loses possession there on, I believe, a foul as France takes quick possession again. Looks to advance the ball quickly before the Spanish team can set up on defense. France has got numbers here as they put up the shot and score the first goal. That was number 6 for France, Camille Meyer, with the first goal of this game. Only 4:30 left in the first half. France has really maintained possession early on. We had about 3 minutes where Spain didn't even get possession of the ball as they look to set things up on offense here and try and crack the strong defense of the French. Good ball movement there from the Spanish team. Trying to get an open lane as they work things back to the point. Spain trying to work it inside, but the French team take the ball away. Looks like a foul being called here, though, on the French team. I want to say there was illegal hand usage there on the interior for the French team. Spain's got possession of the ball again here, setting things up offensively. Working it inside, but swarmed by French defenders immediately. Spain with their first shot on goal, but that's blocked away from the keeper there. Another block there from the French team as they look to move out on offense now. Again, that's the biggest thing that we've noticed so far is France quickly turning from defense to offense. So they make a quick substitution here and allow those numbers to regain and set things up in the offensive zone. France just taking their time now like we saw earlier in this half. Setting things up, not even sending a player in front of the net yet, as they'll send somebody who cuts through. Now they crash from the corners, everybody charging into the middle there. We've got a bit of a star offensive strategy going on here for France as they maintain possession, looking for an open shot, and it's blocked away by the Spanish team. And Spain regains possession here as they're moving out. Spain just hasn't been quick on the attack to try and break the zone. You already see 4 French defenders back already. Spain needs to try and take advantage of these opportunities when they do get the interception. 2 minutes left in half one here, as the French team still leads 1-0. Spain working things around outside. Need to get rid of that ball. Can only keep the ball in your possession for 5 seconds here in international play. Looking to set things up on the outside here is number 2 for Spain. It looks like a breakaway here for France as number 7, Clotilde Lamassille, is breaking down. Wide open net. And that's the second goal there for France, as there's only 1:15 left in the first half and they take the 2-0 lead. Again, this is a pretty strong French team we've seen here in international play. And like we said earlier, this is Spain's first entry in the U21 tournament. Still want to see more. They've had some great defensive opportunities here, but just haven't been able to capitalize offensively. Spain setting things up as they enter the offensive zone here. Working the ball on the outside. Works it across the offensive zone there. Spanish player trying to stay in bounds here. And they're ruled out of bounds. So France will take possession here, and they look to move on the offensive quickly again. But you see Spain sprinting back there. We've got 3 defenders back for Spain, but still a 3-on-3 as France pushes it up the pitch. And that's a missed shot there from the French team as Spain will take possession with 3 seconds left in this first half. Spain will look to do something quickly here, and it's an end-to-end shot there as we end the first half of pool play in the U21 women's tournament with France leading 2-0 here in Welland, Ontario. we're back here at pitch 2 at the Welland International Flatwater Center. About to start the second half of this game between France and Spain. Again, we've got the French team in the white boats, Spanish team in the red boats. France went up early, 1-0, and maintained possession for a lot of that first half, and now have a 2-0 lead with about 20 seconds before we start the opening sprint of the second half. Was watching the Spanish team here as they met with their coach during halftime, and could see he was persistent. They've been playing good defense, but need to try and break things out on offense. Need to take advantage of the good defensive play, any interceptions or turnovers from the French team, and try and break out on offense. About to get things started here as the clock's winding down. Teams are ready for this opening sprint here. You can see them almost in a sprinter's running stance there as they take off here. Clotilde Lamasse from France wins that first opening sprint, and the French team is already on the attack, setting things up offensively. They're sending a man right into the middle immediately for a quick shot there, trying to work it back in low. Too low there, but do maintain possession on the outside of the offensive zone. Again, setting up this wide attack with about 3 players across the top with 2 in the corners, and then all 5 players crash into the middle is when they begin that strategy. France again working it around the outside. They know they have the 2-goal lead, don't need to try anything too risky here. But again, we see all 5 players advancing to the middle, and that one's off the top post there as Spain gains possession here, and they look to break out. But again, you've got 3 players for the French team bolting back on defense right away to not allow any kind of quick rush from the Spanish team. Spain setting things up on offense. It's captain Lorena Nieto Perez looking to get things going here as they try to work it inside. We've got a foul on the French team as Spain will maintain possession here in the offensive zone, looking to get their first goal of the tournament. Quick substitution for the French team there, and we're back at play. Spain setting things up down low. We've got 3 players right in the middle of the pitch there in the offensive zone. The ref's directing play here as we're about to get back. Spain start thinking off with 3 players down low. Quickly work it back outside. Got a player open there on the wing. Back around to the top. Looking to cut inside is Spain there. And a nice shot there by Spain. They get their first goal here to make it a 2-1 game. But France is right back out on the attack quickly after that goal as they advance things to midfield there, looking to set up the offensive attack already and get some cushion in that lead is the French team. France using the wide technique here as we see 4 players set up on the outside and 1 player down low trying to create a lane for the open shot. As the players start to collapse into the middle, they get the ball inside, and it's number 3 there where an open shot, and France scores again there. Now 3-1 France. That was just great ball movement in the offensive zone. Trying to clear things out inside was number 8 there for the French team, Tassia Continentis. And as she cleared things out, it just opened a lane there for the goal scorer. Spain working things up here. We're about halfway through the second half here. Spain needs to get something going offensively. They had their first goal, but France immediately responded with their third as it's 3-1 here. in our first game of group play in the U21 women, and that's an errant pass there by Spain. They look to maintain possession here. That's a good job there to keep the ball in their possession and try and keep the offensive attack going. Again, setting things up. Need to be careful with the ball, though, here. Can't give up on this offensive opportunity. Working down low, and the French player, it looks like, has possession of the ball. I don't know if that was an illegal move grabbing around the kayak, so it goes back to Spain here as they've got 3 players set up inside. But again, they work back out to the exterior. An interception there by the French team as they look to break things out offensively. A little give and go there between the French players as they break out. Now it's a 3-on-2 for France. And that's just an easy, clean shot for number 4 on the French team, Faustine Grandin. It's now 4-1 for the French team here in the second half of this match. Spain looking to set things up here offensively, but they look a little deflated. They started this half with good offensive possessions, but then 2 quick goals by France, and they've got the lead again. As there's a good shot there, but it's blocked away by the French keeper. And France back out on offense there as they look to spring a player there on a breakaway. And it's a clean breakaway for France there as they put in their 5th goal. And it looks like this match might be over, as France has just gotten out to a huge lead here in the second half with about 5 minutes left in the second. They're now up 5-1. Spain responded nicely here in the beginning of the first half, but again, France just too quick off of the breakout, getting odd man opportunities and breakaways for easy goals. Spain setting things up here, looking for a clean shot inside. And looks like France steals away possession of the ball there. And again, they're out on offense with an odd man rush. It's a 4-on-2 here for France. Another clean shot that's tipped into the net by the Spanish player. Actually, just lots of frustration on the Spanish team right now. As, like we said earlier, they came out in the second half, looked to gain some momentum, but just were unable to hold on. Now 6-1 for France as we've got winding down in the second half. Spain setting things up again on the outside here. Every cut to the interior by a Spanish player is met by a French defender, immediately placed in great kayak position just to block things off and seal off that lane. Spain just keeping the outside, trying to find an open lane, but again, another French defender immediately there as soon as they look to enter the zone. Looking for the entry pass, and again denied by Tasia Constantinos. A quick cut there for Spain, and it's a long shot there as the ball goes out of play, and France will maintain possession here. Things winding down here in the second half. France advancing into the offensive zone here, taking their time, knowing they don't need to hurry. A huge lead, just looking to set things up offensively. Try and run down that shot clock and the game clock. 60-second shot clock in use here in tournament play. French team works the ball around there, trying to get a clean look, but looks like there was some contact there, so they'll maintain possession here for a corner throw-in. The French team has been setting up wide like we see here on the pitch right now, and then just attacking in throngs, 2 or 3 different people at once, all crashing towards the middle, and the Spanish defenders just don't know how to block that off. Again, here we see good ball movement from the French team as everybody crashes the center of the pitch. And they maintain possession there, and shot clock resets. France again just using all of that 60-second shot clock. Don't need to rush anything here with the big lead. Great ball movement there from the French team as they look to try and get a shot down low. Nothing there, so they just pop it back outside. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll have to get something off here quickly. Looks like they're cutting in, trying for that shot. A nice pass to the open man on the wing, and it's an off shot there. So Spain will take possession, but there's only 2.5 minutes left here in the second half of this first game of the U21 on pitch 2 here between Spain and France. Spain again looking to set things up offensively, now sending the same 2 players in front of the net, trying to block off some of those French defenders so they can't get there when they cut. But it's the French wall there. You've got 4 players just clearing things out. So the goaltender has clear view of what's going on outside by the Spanish team, and they're just shutting off all lanes. It's been great defense from the French team here today. Spain just unable to find a lane. French team not medaling in the U21 tournament in 2016. And looks like they're back with a vengeance here as they placed 5th in that tournament, but in the previous 2 U21 tournaments had gotten that silver medal both times. So they're here as they score again there. It's a quick breakout for France, and they pop their 7th goal here with just over a minute left in second half play of the U21 women's tournament to start things off at the International Canoe Polo Championships. Spain moving things up. No urgency on their part. Like we said earlier, they really had an opportunity to get back in this game early in the second half, but France was just too much. Their transition game where they break out from defense into the offensive zone is just unreal. Speed, crisp passing, and just knowing where their other players are going to be. It's the biggest difference in this game here has been that transition offense from the French team. And the defense there as we see another stoppage from the French goaltender. Breaking things out on offense quickly again. Here's France. As the clock winds down, we'll see if they just hold the ball to maintain possession here. Trying to get off the shot there is the French player. Moves it to an open player down the wing, but it's a nice save by the Spanish keeper there. So we only have just over 30 seconds left in this second half. The French team setting up for a corner throw as the clock winds down. They'll probably look to maintain possession here and just run things out. French team setting things up offensively with those different cuts coming from all over on the offensive zone. Spanish team just collapses on itself there in the middle. But the French team there with a player down low, and its shot bounced off, but the French team will maintain possession here. The clock is winding down in this first match of tournament play. A tipped shot there from the Spanish team as the clock runs out on this one, and the French team has won this first match 7-1. They came out quickly here, secured the lead in the first half 2-0. And it was from there, nothing they could do to stop them. As the French team takes this first match against the Spanish U21 team 7-1. We'll be right back after these two teams clear the pitch for some more U21 men's action. It'll be Switzerland taking on the Great Britain team. We're about to get things started here on pitch number 2 as we have some U21 men's action here at the International Canoe Polo World Championships. In the white kayaks is the team from Switzerland, and we have Great Britain here in the red kayaks as we start things off here with the opening sprint. Switzerland sending 2 players to the middle there, and it looks like Great Britain will win possession there as they open things up on offense. Number 6 there for Great Britain, setting things up on the outside. Work things up the top as Great Britain sends 2 attackers down low, trying to cause some mayhem in front of the net as we have what looks to be a foul call here on the Great Britain team. So Switzerland takes things quickly into the attack mode here, moving quickly down the zone as they lose possession for Oh, but maintain possession. There's the Switzerland team as they work it down low. Players tackled quickly there. Looks like we may have a foul call here. Looks like that was a foul on the team from Great Britain. So Switzerland will maintain possession with the corner throw here. Setting things up, they send one attacker to the middle in front of the net, trying to get position on the Great Britain defenders as they work things inside here. Good passing from the Switzerland team. Work things, trying to start the attack here is the Swiss team. So they get a lane, looking for the open shot, but that's blocked up quickly by the Great Britain defenders. First shot there from the Swiss is swatted away from Great Britain, and they gain possession here and break out on the attack. Advancing the ball quickly here is the Great British team, and an errant shot there is off target, so possession back to Switzerland. This Great Britain team has medaled in 2 of the previous U21 championships here, getting that gold medal in 2016 in Syracuse, Italy, looking to maintain their standard as champions here. A good battle going on in front of the net there between the Swiss and Great British player as Switzerland tries to gain possession into the zone, working things outside, trying to find a lane. It's number 9 for the Switzerland team, working it inside. Almost given away there, and it is taken away by the Brits. Setting things up for a long pass here, trying to lead their attackers there quickly as it's 2-on-1 quickly for Great Britain, and it's swatted away from this Swiss goaltender. Switzerland maintains possession there. Again, they're quick on the attack too, trying to work things down, but that's an errant pass there, and it's picked off by the Great British team. They're slowing things down, wanting to work in that offensive zone, set up a good attack. Slowly entering the offensive zone here is the Great British team, as we have a scoreless match with about 6 minutes left to play. Great Britain working things in the inside, back outside there, but it's picked off by the Swiss player as they look to quickly transition here. But there's 2 defenders back for Great Britain. Switzerland still with possession here. A nice play to maintain possession there as he flicked it up with his oar back into his hand. The Swiss with possession, working it down low, back out top, trying to find the lane, might work it out to the outside there as they set up their 4 exterior players with 1 fighting inside. That's number 4 for the Swiss team. Levi Kubler down low, fighting against the defenders. We've seen the Swiss take some time and try and set things up offensively, trying to find a clean look inside. But as the shot clock runs down, they'll need to get a shot off quickly here. That's a quick shot there, but it's tapped away by the British goaltender. Swiss are set to inbound it from the corner. Number 4 inbounds to himself, maintaining possession there on the outside. Oh no, he's going back for the corner throw, and now it seems out to his player, and he's got 2 players crashing into his left as they try to set something up. A little give and go action there from the Swiss, but quickly tackled by Great Britain, but they're calling a foul on that, so the Swiss maintain possession, kick it back out to the center, and try and set things up again offensively. First goal is going to be key in this match here, as both teams have had offensive chances but not able to capitalize. As the Swiss work it inside, they've got 2 players there trying to work a little action for the clean look, and it's not going to happen there as Great Britain gets possession there and again looks to break out quickly on the offensive attack. Slowing things down now is Great Britain as they're looking to try and get their offensive strategy in place. They send 2 players in front of the net, trying to stir things up against the Swiss defenders. Working it inside there, and then an outlet pass again for Great Britain. We've seen Great Britain try and get the shots off quickly offensively. It looks like they're trying to set things up here as time is running down in this first half of play. Across the pitch there for the pass. Looks like Great Britain's got an opportunity possibly here as we've got a clean look, and it's batted away from the Swiss defender. Switzerland gets possession, then it's poked away by the Great British defender, and there's the first goal of our match as Great Britain steals the ball quickly there. A quick pass to the other player down low, and that's an easy goal. First goal there for Great Britain was number 5, James Mallon, on the British team. Switzerland moving things up into the offensive zone here. Trying to work it around the offensive zone, get that clear lane. Great Britain's done a great job of setting up defensively, not allowing anything inside. Anytime the ball tries to get in, there's 2 or 3 defenders swarming to it, and Great Britain gets the steal there, working it down. The British team working it to the outside there, cross pitch pass there, back inside for the shot, and that's just tipped away over the net there. Britain will maintain possession for the corner throw here. While they're setting up for that throw, you see the battle for positioning inside. Just trying to get any kind of room where you can set things up down low, try and get in the defender's way and clear the lane for an open shot. Setting things up outside here, the British team. Working it into the cutter as he fires a shot past the Swiss defender there, right through his oar and into the net. And it's now 2-0 for the Brits. As we said, Great Britain won the championship 2 years ago in Syracuse, Italy, and they look to maintain their place as the top team in the U21 men's action. They've got a good start here with a 2-0 lead with over 2 minutes left in this first half. Switzerland, though, not giving up. They've had offensive chances, just haven't been able to capitalize. Again, we see the battle down low for positioning. Switzerland looking to work it inside. They may have a lane here, and it's tipped away there. That's great defense from the British team just to get in the way and not give them an open shot. Switzerland with possession at the corner. Cross pitch pass just out of the arm's reach from number 7, Lars Battensberger. The Swiss are working things around on the outside again, trying to get it in low. They've got 3 offensive players down low, trying to pass the ball around for a clean look, and again tipped away from play there. Over the netting, into pitch 1. Take a second here to get the ball back in possession for the British team as they already break things out offensively. A couple of quick substitutions there for the Switzerland team. All 5 players back on the pitch now, and that scrum in front of the net starting already, and it looks like we've got a foul call there early in that scrum position. Looks like it went against the Switzerland team there as Great Britain maintains possession on the outside. They're really fighting down low for positioning. And a result of that battle for positioning, it looks like Great Britain's getting a card and possession will go back to the Switzerland players. Pardon me, it looks like Britain's going to maintain possession. A little of communication there from the referee to the scorekeeper's table as Great Britain will set up offensively. But that battle down low there, you have numbers 2 and 5 for Great Britain, Marcus Davenport and James Mallon, just fighting position against what can be 4 or 5 defenders from the Swiss team at times. Britain just working it outside, running some time off that shot clock, waiting for their 2 offenders to try and get positioning down low. Just disrupt the defender's pattern there as they try and set up a box, limiting what lanes the British players would have for shots. Looks like they're just running down the clock here With just over a minute of play left in the first half, Britain wanting to wind it down, try and get a couple of good looks here before they head into halftime. Britain with the 2-0 lead here in the first half of U21 men's action, the International Canoe Polo Championships, as that's an errant shot there from Great Britain. And it looks like Switzerland will gain possession here. With just under a minute, they're quick to get another ball in play. So the Swiss will have as much time as possible as they advance here on one final attack in the first half. It would be nice for the Switzerland team if they could get something going here, try and get back in this game, as they've had offensive chances, but any shots on goal have just been swatted away by the British defenders. Setting things up. Only under 20 seconds left here in this first half. They'll need to get a shot off here quickly. Switzerland looking to break in here and get the opportunity now. An errant pass there, but they'll get possession back quickly. Again, they need to get this shot off with only 5 seconds left. And it doesn't look like they're going to get anything off here as we wrap things up in the first half of U21 men's action play here between Great Britain and Switzerland. Looks like some confusion here with the referees as the clocks run out. Great Britain in possession. Might have a foul call here that will delay this halftime. And with that shot, we're going into the half. A lead for the Great British team. 2-0 here over Switzerland in U21 play. And we'll be right back for second half action from the International Flatwater Center here in Welland, Ontario. Teams are lining back up here as we're about to start second half action in this U21 men's canoe polo world championship game. We have Great Britain with the lead 2-0 over the Switzerland team here. Great Britain with the red kayaks, the Swiss in the white kayaks as we get set for the opening sprint of this second half. As they fire out there, it looks like it'll be Great Britain getting possession of the ball to start things out here. We saw some great pressure from the Great British team offensively, but it's been defensively where they've really shown their mark. Playing great defense, not allowing Switzerland any opportunity, getting any lane inside. And then offensively, we've seen them send 2 attackers down low to try and create some issues with the defenders from the Swiss team, and then just work it outside for that clean lane. Looks like we've got a quick foul call here as Britain will keep possession. The top of offensive zone here, trying to set things up again. We saw a lot of this in the second half of that first half. Great Britain kind of using the clock, just winding things down, getting possession, and then getting clean looks, limiting the Swiss's opportunities to get back in this game as they're up 2-0 here as we start the first half, a minute in. Great Britain looking for the clean angle there, but nothing there. But again, back out top to maintain possession. Still over 30 seconds on the shot clock, so lots of time to try and set things up and get a clean look here. Working it around. Shot clock starting to wind down here. Look for the British team to try and get some action going offensively as they send everybody inside the middle, and it's tipped away by the Swiss. Good defense there on the first offensive possession for the British from the Swiss. As they break things out in transition offense here, we hadn't seen this in the first half. Trying to maintain possession there after a missed pass, and no, it's picked away by the British team. Referees here meeting to discuss something. Looks like they're talking over a possible foul maybe here. Both teams just waiting to see what the result is as the clock's been stopped with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left, and they're awarding possession of the ball to the British team as they'll look to break out on the offensive attack here. You can hear those British fans here as they travel all the way to Welland to support their team, packing the grandstands here at the International Flatwater Centre here in Welland, Ontario. The British team setting up offensively again with 2 attackers in the middle and the 3 working on the outside, but some quick cuts here from the British offensive attack, but again just working it back out to the top. They've reset the shot clock here, so a full 60 seconds for Britain here as they set up offensively. No rush with the 2-0 lead with just over 7 minutes of play there. And that's a pass off the side, that's a shot off the side of the net there, so the Swiss will regain possession here and look to break things out offensively. They need to get something going here as they're down 2-0 and haven't had much offensive activity here in the second half. And that's stolen away there by Great Britain. They look to break out here. It's a breakaway here for number 3 on that British team, Jack Playford. He uses his outlet pass there to Henry Clark, and that shot's just over the net, so the Swiss will regain possession here. That was a good opportunity for Great Britain there. You wonder if Jack Playford shouldn't have just kept it himself and tried to push the length of the pitch on that breakaway. Switzerland crashing it immediately on that offensive possession, working the ball back up top of the zone, trying to set things up here. You can see that battle down low with all the British defenders there just clogging the lane, not letting the Switzerland players get anything. So the Switzerland player is dunked there and loses possession of the ball, and Britain will be back out on the attack. Advancing the ball quickly here with a long pass is number 6. And that's a quick goal there for Britain. They're now going up 3-0 here with just over 6 minutes of play left in the second half. And you wonder if that goal might not be the backbreaker. We haven't seen many offensive opportunities for the Swiss team. And you wonder if that doesn't deflate their sails a bit here. So they work in offensively to try and get some kind of positioning here. They need something quick with not much time left in the second half. A good battle down low for positioning as Switzerland works it around but can't get the clean shot off there as it's tipped again. But they maintain possession. Back out top, looking to try and find a lane. And another good hand check there from the British defender just to keep them outside of that interior zone of the offensive area. The Swiss trying to get something going here. Working it inside. Needs to get rid of that ball, though. Can't have the turnover there for maintaining possession too long. A shot's tipped away there, and the ball goes back to Great Britain here as they look to break out offensively again. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second half, with Britain up 3-0. Again, Britain slowing things down as the Swiss make a couple of substitutions here. Try and get some fresh players on the pitch, see if they can give them that spark of energy they need to try and mount this comeback here. As Great Britain enters the attacking zone, and that's a good opportunity there, but it's tipped away, so the Swiss will get possession back. You would think that they need something here on this offensive possession if they want to try and get back in this game. Needing to score 3 goals to push this to a draw and 4 to take the win. But again, they just meet that wall of British defenders as they enter the offensive zone, and they're not able to get anything inside. You see Edward Lart there for the British team, just setting himself up down low, really blocking off any kind of entry lane that the Swiss try to get through. As that's tipped away on that shot. Looks like the British team will get possession of the ball here and break out offensively. It's a good pass there to get rid of the ball before being pushed out of bounds by the Swiss player as Britain advances the ball again with over 3 minutes left in this first half as they've taken full control of this match, our second match of the day in U21 action. Britain again taking their time, working things up. 30 seconds left on the shot clock, so no net sense of urgency here to try and get anything off. Getting it down low again. Great passing from the British team there as they find number 3, Jack Playford, wide open on the wing there as he scores Britain's 4th goal. And that should do it here with just over 3 minutes left, and the Swiss not getting any kind of offensive momentum here in the second half. Britain should secure this victory with that 4th goal there. But really, it's been the defense, not the offense for the British team that's been impressive here. Switzerland's tried to get something going, but they've been met by defenders every time they try and get anything into the interior of the offensive zone. Again, we see some great defense from the British team there. Working it out quick here. We've got an odd man rush for the Brits. It's a 2-on-1, 2-on-2 now as the Switzerland defenders get back, but a nice fake there, and the pass by Playford just out of the hands of Alex Lothrope. Britain maintaining possession here in the offensive zone. Again, just working away that clock as the ball's tipped out of the play zone by the Swiss team and should go back to Great Britain. A couple of substitutions for the Swiss. Britain to inbound from the corner with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this second half. Britain's just looking really to run down the clock here. Still sending cutters through the offensive zone, but just great passing again. Cross pitch, just working it slowly. Britain just working around the outside, letting that shot clock wind down to 40 seconds now. Probably see them wind another 10 to 20 seconds before they even think about trying to do anything offensively here. And there's nothing the Swiss team really can do to pressure them at this point down so much. They don't want to leave that defensive zone open out front. .16 seconds left, so Britain will have to do something here as they start to enter the zone. Another great pass there from Playford to the outside, but it's a turnover there. So the Swiss team will take possession again as they look to advance offensively with just over a minute left, down 4 goals. Let's see if they can even pot one here and try and break this shutout. And again, that's off the lower iron there on the net. The Swiss will maintain possession as we get a substitution, the first substitution for the British team here. That's Edward Lart taking a seat. He's worked hard. We talked about him earlier defensively. He's kind of the core of that defensive action for the British team, really just shutting down the lanes and not allowing Switzerland to get any open shots. Switzerland working things around the outside. Looks like they know that it's all but over now too, so just trying to wind down the clock a bit. 20 seconds left on the shot clock and game clock here as we wrap things up in our second game of U21 action today. We only have the U21 teams playing today in pool play. Tomorrow we'll start with our men's and women's senior teams. But coming up after this match, we have the Chinese Taipei taking on the team from Germany in more men's U21 action. But that'll wrap things up here for Great Britain and Switzerland as the British take the lead 4-0 and they take this match. We'll be back to the Welland International Flatwater Center after this. And we're set here to get things started in Game 3 of our open pool action. We've got Germany in the black boats and Chinese Taipei in the white shirts. Here on pitch number 2 at the Welland International Flatwater Center for U21 Men's International Canoe Polo Championship action here. Sunny day in Welland here. Great conditions for canoe polo play as we see the German team setting things up offensively with 4 men outside the zone and 1 battling down low here. As they start to crash the zone here, Germany working the ball around. A tipped pass there by the Chinese Taipei crew. As they work it out and now transition into their offensive attack. And it's stolen away there by the German players as they look to break out quickly offensively here and spring a player on a breakaway. It's the Germans scoring the first goal in our match here off of that turnover from the Chinese Taipei team. That's number 8 for Germany, Tim Reich. Chinese Taipei's setting things up here, getting ready to enter the offensive zone. This Chinese Taipei tournament is their second tournament for U21 action, placing 13th in the 2016 tournament. And then we've got the powerhouse of Germany. Germany's medaled in all 3 U21 tournaments, taking home bronze in 2012 and 2014, and then losing to Great Britain in the championships last year, taking home the silver medal. So I'm sure Germany is here with a vengeance, wanting to get through to the medal rounds and prove that they have what it takes to take home gold, as they've improved each year in this U21 team. As there's the Chinese Taipei shot there, and it's blocked away from a German defender as Germany will enter into their offensive transition here. Germany sends 4 players immediately down in the offensive zone to try and get things set up here and disrupt the Chinese defense. Germany again working around with 4 attackers. 1 man down low as they send 2, now 3 players crashing into the middle of the pitch, trying to get an open lane as they work it back out to the point. Transfer of the ball there's blocked away from the Taipei team. A good body check there too, trying to get possession from the German player, forcing it back out top. Germany maintaining possession in the offensive zone here. But the Taipei team showing some great defense, not allowing any clean looks. As they look to break out here off of that turnover, try and get the breakaway, but that's good team defense from Germany. Quickly attacking there and getting it again on a breakaway. Here's Germany for their second goal of the match. 2 early miscues from the Chinese Taipei team, allowing one of the German players to sneak back into the offensive zone and have easy breakaway opportunities. They played some hard defense there, got the turnover, but then a quick giveaway opened up that breakaway opportunity for Germany, and Germany is now up 2-0. With just over 6 minutes to play here in pool action. Chinese Taipei trying to set things up offensively here, working it around outside. As they start to crash the zone now, looking for a lane. Unable to get that one off, but still maintain possession. A good cross-pitch pass there. But still no shot here from the Taipei team. So we've got just under 20 seconds left on the shot clock, working it down inside. Trying to find a lane, a nice entry pass there, and they might get a shot off there as it's tipped away by the German defenders. And Germany immediately breaks out onto the offensive attack. Some great transition offense there from Germany as they've got the numbers mismatch here. A 3-on-2 coming down again, and that's a rocket from number 6 there on the German team, Arne Beckmann, for Germany's 3rd goal, and it looks like they're taking this game and running with it early here in the first half with just over 5 minutes. Germany up 3-0 now. Chinese Taipei team has had opportunities, has played good defense and worked it in, but again, those 2 early breakaways really kind of set the tone for this German team. And then on that odd man rush there, that was just an easy goal for Germany. The Chinese Taipei team trying to set things up offensively here. They need to get something going here in the first half. Can't enter the second half of this game down 3-0. A nice tip there from the German player, swatting it out of possession there, but it looks like the Chinese Taipei team might retain possession, but no, they're calling a foul there, so it's a turnover. And now Germany again looking to break out. We've seen that early in this tournament already. The teams that have great transition offense have been able to take advantage, and really that's been the difference in all 3 of the games we've had on pitch 2 this morning. Transition offense is huge in this international canoe polo sport. You need to be able to break out, get your team quickly going from that defensive set into an odd man rush. We've seen great passing here from Germany when they do get those numbers, and that's really difficult to defend. Germany setting things up offensively, working it around again, but they're crashing in quickly. They've got 3 players in the inside of the zone now, but back out top to the cutter there. Another shot there, but that's tipped away by a Chinese Taipei player. Germany again for a corner inbound here. They have to like where they're at, keeping possession of the ball through most of this first half, getting those 2 early goals, and now up 3-0 with just over 4 minutes left in first half action. 40 seconds on the shot clock, so just working it around outside is Germany. Now they start to crash in. They're trying to get the offense going here. Cross-pitch pass to the open player there. Corralled by the oar there. That's a great try from the German player. Unable to maintain possession, though, as it looks like we've got our first card of this game. A green card going for the hack against the Chinese Taipei player. So Germany will maintain possession. Germany's going to start with possession of the ball down low with 2 players in that fray, with 5 Chinese Taipei defenders around it, but they work it outside immediately, and they're just going to set things up offensively. They get a fresh shot clock with that card, so they're in no rush here. Great job of working the ball around as they cut it in for Germany here, looking for the open man. A clean shot there, but that's a great deflection from the Chinese Taipei player, Lin Xiang, as he just gets his oar up to block that one and put it out. But again, Germany has got the pressure on as they've maintained possession in the Chinese Taipei zone for about 2 or 3 minutes here in this second half now. Unable to break out as the Chinese Taipei offense. We see a cross-pitch pass to the open streaker there again. A good opportunity for Germany there as they just rocket that ball and miss the net there. So Chinese Taipei will get possession here. With just over 2 minutes left, they need to do something here before entering the half. Try and get something going on offense. Bringing it up the pitch. Chinese Taipei working it around the outside, only with 1 offender in the middle of that offensive zone right now. Setting a couple of cutters in now, but they're immediately met by German defenders, just blocking off any pathway towards the net. That's a cross-pitch pass by the Taipei team. Again, just being able to work it outside. Germany doing a great job of limiting what they're given inside. Taipei trying to get inside again there, and it's a nice shot, but it's blocked away by the German keeper. And it looks like Germany's going to take possession here as we have a couple of substitutions by the German team as well. Check and see as the Taipei players head back, and a couple of substitutions for them as well here. Is only a minute 27 left in this first half as Germany heads out on the attack again with a fresh shot clock. You wonder if they won't wind this clock down a bit to try and get the last shot off for them. You don't want to give this Chinese Taipei team any momentum going into this half. So we see Germany working it around here, eating up some of that clock. 35 seconds left on the shot clock as they start their attack now. Players crashing the inside, and it's stolen away by the Chinese Taipei player. He leads his player here too. We've got a breakaway for Chinese Taipei as they look to take advantage here. They need this. corrals the ball, unable to get a good shot, but gets it back to his teammate who fires that one in. That was a great effort there from Arne Beckman. Unable to corral the ball himself, but to find his teammate. To find his teammate Sun Yun Chin for that goal. Germany heads back here. Momentum slowly shifting in this game as Germany opened things up with those 2 early goals. We've got a foul against Germany there, so they turn it over to the Chinese Taipei team with just under 30 seconds. They're looking to make one final push here in our first half before heading to the break. Let's see if they can get anything going after that beautiful breakaway goal there that they have, just to try and get this game going here as we head into the halftime, working the ball around, looking for a clean lane. And that's tipped away by the German defender as the clock runs out on this first half of men's U21 action between Germany and the Chinese Taipei team. Looked like Germany was going to get out to an early lead there and kind of hold that momentum, but an errant turnover there, and the Chinese Taipei team was able to take advantage and make this a 3-1 game as we head into the half. We'll be back. And we're back here for second half action on pitch 2 as Germany and Chinese Taipei take off. On the initial sprint, as it looks like the Chinese Taipei team may have initially won that there and do maintain possession after the second German player did try to get in on that action off of the sprint. in the first half. We had the Chinese Taipei team go down 2-0 early on a couple of errant mistakes, but then were able to capitalize on a late turnover and get this game to 3-1 on a nice breakaway play there. So as they get into the offensive zone here, I expect a nice and intense second half between these two teams, especially with the momentum now in the Chinese Taipei team's corner. Setting things up offensively, working it around here. Quick action, trying to get down low. We've got a couple of Chinese Taipei players cutting here, trying to get a lane. Nothing clear there, so they just reset back up at the top there. Only 10 seconds left on this shot clock, so need to get something off here. Time's winding down, need to get a shot off, need to be aware of that clock, but that's turnover there as it's intercepted by Germany, and they move quickly onto the attack here. We talked about that transition offense for Germany earlier in the first half, and we're seeing it on display right here as they streak down there, and that's a goal by number 7, captain of the German team, Rene Kirchhoff there. As Germany regains that 3-goal lead and goes up 4-1. That's not the start you want to see if you're the Chinese Taipei team. You had some momentum going into the half there and quickly slipping away off of that transition goal there. The Taipei team setting things up offensively here, working it around. Need to get a clean look off here. A good scrum going on below, down in front of that German net there as they try to work it inside. Almost a missed pass there, but does go back to the outside Chinese player. Again at the top of the offensive zone here is the two Taipei players. Streaking in now, it looks like they're going to try and get something going offensively here. The Taipei players maintaining possession down low, and that's a nice shot there. Goal from Lin Chang. That's his second of this match already. He's been the goal scorer for the Chinese Taipei team, and that was great passing down low to get that open shot. Let's see if they can lock things down defensively here as the German team looks to set up in their half-pitch offense. Working things around on the outside. Not a real sense of urgency here for Germany as we've seen them score in bunches and quickly too. Great passing from the German team. Good movement in the offensive zone as well. Trying to establish positioning to get that lane. And again, no rush on their end. Knowing if they don't have the open shot, just kick it back out to one of their players and work it around the perimeter again to try and go in on that attack. As we see again, all the German players are cutting through there, and that shot's just over the net. Not sure if it was tipped by the Chinese Taipei player, but it does look like it was, and Germany will maintain possession with the corner throw in here. Germany inbounds the ball there as they look to quickly get on the attack here offensively. A new shot clock starting there, but a pass is tipped away, and it looks like the Taipei team will be. Oh, and there's a turnover there by the Chinese Taipei team, but they get maintaining possession of that ball. They're looking to break out offensively here, slowing things down, try and set up their offense in the German defensive zone. Slowly working the outside is the Taipei team right now. Now they'll start to cut in and get some offensive action going. Trying to find the clean lane, unable to get anything there. A couple of pump fakes on the shot and nothing there, and it's tipped away by the German defender. And Germany looks to break out here offensively. We've already seen how dangerous this transition offense can be for Germany. So the Chinese Taipei team needs to get back on defense as we see all 5 players streaking back to their net there to try and set up defensively, but it looks like the Germans take advantage, going cross-pitch to the open number 4 for the German team, Alexander Harzheim, for the 5th goal, and it is now 5-2 for Germany. Back and forth here in the second half. This Chinese Taipei team needs to try and get a couple of goals in a row, try and get that momentum. It's been back and forth here. You look back on those first 2 goals in the first half, coming off of just really missed passes by the Chinese Taipei team. They've really been the difference here in this game as they set things up offensively. A late substitution there for the Chinese Taipei team, so they've been holding off on getting anything going here offensively, but with only 30 seconds left on the shot clock, they'll have to get it going now. So they work it inside, and that's a blocked shot there, but Germany will corral the ball in and maintain possession. Looks like they're breaking out here, but you see the Chinese Taipei team getting back on defense immediately. They know the strength that transition offense holds, and they need to get back there to shut it down before they can get anything going. Germany's setting up on the outside here, trying to get their offensive strategy going, knowing that, again, with that 3-goal lead, they have lots of time, don't need to rush anything here. You see now they get their 4 outside players cutting through, but the first one will drop back to the top of that offensive zone in case they don't get the look that they want, and they just pop it back out hit to him and reset again. But a turnover there, and the Chinese Taipei team will take over. Looks like we had a foul there, so the German team will take possession again, just getting things set up here. Or looks actually it's going to be a penalty shot for the Chinese Taipei team here with the free shot from just outside. They score on that to make it a 5-3 match here with just over 5 minutes to play in the second half. So still lots of time for this team to get back into it. Germany setting up the offense now. German team popping it there. It's a high pass back out to the top there as they work it around offensively. This German team just knows where all 5 players are on the pitch at all times. They know where that outlet or safety pass always is, so they don't ever panic when they're on offense. So we see here they're just cleanly resetting here with a new shot clock, just eating up more of this time. Don't want to give the Chinese Taipei team any opportunity offensively off of any kind of errant pass or turnover. German team works it inside. They might have an opportunity at the net here, but they just pop it back out and maintain possession of the ball. With 26 seconds left on the shot clock, they will have to get something going quickly here. Working it cross pitch to another player as they try to get inside. Trying to get a clean look, but that shot's tipped away again by the Taipei player, but back out to a German offensive player. Again, you just see Germany working it around, knowing that they don't have to get that shot off as long as there's time on the shot clock, just waiting for a clean look and being able to maintain possession and just wind down this clock here as we have just over 2 minutes to go in the second half. Germany starting the attack again. With 20 seconds left on the shot clock, they've got to get a shot off here. Trying to get a lane. Patient. Back up to the top of the pitch. And back around. Shot clock's winding down. Have to get something off here. They fire that shot, but it's blocked away by the keeper of the Chinese Taipei team. That's going to be out to the corner for Germany to inbound from the corner here. Again with the clock winding down. They've maintained possession here in the last 2 to 3 minutes and really eliminated any risk of the Chinese Taipei team taking advantage of that penalty shot. And that's a beautiful strike there from number 10 on the German team. That's Leon Max Paul Conrads. first goal of this match, as he should seal that one here with about a minute left to play in second half action. As Chinese Taipei tries to work it down, trying to get something going here late in this second half. This Chinese Taipei team needs to be a little more urgent here with time winding down, as there's that shot tipped away by a German player. The Taipei team will maintain possession, but not much time left to try and get something going here. Taipei team trying to work it in offensively. Had a lane, but dropped the ball there quickly. Still maintaining possession. And that's a good shot, but it's tipped over the net there by the German keeper. Taipei team trying to get it in low there. And again, just tipped over the net by the German player. And that'll do it here on pitch number 2 between this German and Chinese Taipei team. Our final score is 6-3 for the Germans as they continue to keep their strong international play going here. We said at the start of the game, this German team got the silver medal in the 2016 tournament. So they look to try and make a statement win here early on and keep that momentum going throughout the tournament, because you know they for sure want gold. An early 2-0 lead given up by the Chinese Taipei team, and really were unable to get back after that, but fought valiantly throughout the second half with lots of offensive opportunities. That'll do it here for us at pitch number 2 at the Welland International Flatwater Center on day 1 of International Canoe Polo World Championship Tournament.